Hello guys, and welcome back to part 3 of my DVD collection. First in this video I'll be showing you Jackass. So here we have Jackass Volume 1. This DVD is the first volume of the Jackass and it had to be cleaned because it didn't work. I cleaned it and hopefully it works now. But I haven't got around to testing it because I've been watching Breaking Bad. That's part 2. There's part 3. Really like the Jackass series. So I've seen the movies, but I haven't seen a lot from the TV series. But got all 3 volumes, so I can start watching the volumes of these. I just hope the other 2 volumes are fine. If not, I've got to go back to where I got them from, which is there, and get them cleaned. And if you like Jackass, you also like Wild Boys, which I got a whole lot of Wild Boys, which is Wild Boys. This is Wild Boys, the first season, which is season 1. Season 2 of the Wild Boys. And season 3 and 4 of Wild Boys. When I, interesting fact is, when I picked this up, as you can see, CEX there CEX have accidentally put it as Wild Boys Season 2, and I didn't realise until afterwards, but good thing anyway, because it was only £1, and this was meant to be, I think, £1.50 or something at the time, but as you can see, as they've put Season 2, it's not the correct price, but cheaper the better. So now we have Steve... No, we have this movie Shining. The box is a bit. The DVD cover is a bit broken. We have The Shining. Never seen The Shining, but I have seen a bit here and there. Like Here's Johnny. From what I've seen, is very good. And sorry, Simpsons parodied it, and I do want to watch that movie. And interesting fact, I went to find that movie once and couldn't find it, and all of a sudden I found it. So I remembered that I had it in my DVD collection. Now we have one of my favourite TV series of all time. Big fan of this TV series. We have Doctor Who. We have Doctor Who we have Season 2, Volume 5. I do have the whole complete box set of these volumes. I also got the rest of the volumes separately. So what I'm planning to do is I'm trying to get all of the Doctor Who box sets and all of the separate ones for those box sets as well, and all the classic ones. But classic ones are quite harder to get sometimes because they cost more. So that's Doctor Who Season 2 Volume 5, which includes Fear Her, which isn't a good episode in my opinion, Army of Ghosts, and Doomsday, which is 2 of my favourite Doctor Who episodes. Next in Doctor Who we have Doctor Who The End of Time, Part 1 and 2, which is obviously just Part 1 and 2 of End of Time, which is David Tennant's last episode. No, well, he does appear later in the series, but in his timeline, this is the last of David Tennant's Doctor's timeline. This is a very good way to finish off his timeline at that point. Which I'm glad this wasn't the last time we saw him in Doctor Who, because we saw him in the anniversary, because he's one of my favourite Doctors. But there you go. That's like what I got that's what I got as well. And last Doctor Who that I have here is the Matt Smith one. It's the Doctor Who Christmas Special 2011, which is the Doctor, the Warrior, the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. Widow. Basically, kind of like Lana Waiting to Wardrobe. That's parodying that name. And the Matt Smith, in my opinion, was an okay Doctor. Just not as good as David Tennant. And next we have a British TV series. We have Fawlty Towers. This is complete season 1 of Fawlty Towers. Very good TV series here. I've got every single series of this. So we have season 1 and season 2. Season 2 is Reader's Digest DVD for some reason. No, I mean Marks and Sparks, sorry. So there's season 1, season 2. That's all seasons they've done, and they didn't do many. And if anyone doesn't know, John Cleese there, he used to be in Monty Python before he did this. And this is based off a hotel that they stayed in when there was when all the Monty Python people stayed in. So the John Cleese decided to base the character of Basil Fawlty off of the person who run that hotel they stayed in, because he wasn't a nice person. So there's both seasons of that. Next we have one of our favourite movies. We have Blues Brothers, which is that one, Blues Brothers. Rita Franklin recently passed away, which is sad to hear that. And she appears in both of these movies. She appears in Blues Brothers and then Blues Brothers 2000. Blues Brothers 2000 is not as good as Blues Brothers. Sadly, well, I haven't seen all Blues Brothers 2000, but I've seen bits of it, and I thought still not as good as the original. The original is one of my favourites, but I will eventually get around to rewatching that one and then watching the sequel. Definitely think the sequel is definitely lacking John Belushi, but as we know, he sadly passed away years before they could get around to making this. But it has got none of my favourite actors in, which is John Goodman here. So there you go. So there's that. And also I do have Blues Brothers separately, but because when I bought this, they didn't have. No, when I went to looking at DVDs, I only saw these two together, so I thought, oh, I get it because it's free for £1. So yeah, so if you're looking at the side, it's Blues Brothers. Blues Brothers 2000, and then you got this. But it should be alright. It should be two of them. Yeah, 2 manuals for both movies. Definitely. Also, the first one's definitely one of my favourite soundtracks to a movie because of the original songs and the some of them original and some of them ain't. Whatever. And then I think most of them are original actually. Most of them are just like songs that they sang, or songs that. Because they're doing songs, aren't they? And then now we have some Muppets DVDs here. We have Muppets Season 1. Haven't got around to watching Season 1 yet, but I've seen most of the clips anyway before. So there's Muppet Season 1, Muppet Season 2. Haven't got the rest of them. I've only got the first 2 seasons. I definitely would say I'm a big fan of the Muppets as well. Just need to get around to watching the seasons, that's all. See most of their movies and things. Alright, next we have the Muppet Movie, which is the original Muppet Movie, not the other Muppet Movie, which I do have the other Muppet Movie. See, there's the Muppet Movie, as I said. That's a good movie. All Muppet movies, in my opinion, are good. Some of them may not be as good as the other ones, but they're still like very good movies. And the next one we have is, is Muppets Take My Hand. Muppets Take My Hand was really good, but the timeline of these movies is a bit complicated because how are you supposed to piece the timeline together if this character and this character hasn't met yet, and it's a bit complicated if you look at it all together. Right, next, sorry if you hear any people outside, it's just people in the area, a bit noisy around here. And next movie I have the third one in the series. It is Hangover Part 3. I can't say anything about Hangover Part 3 because I haven't seen it. So I've seen the first 2. The first one was good. The second one was it was okay. It just wasn't as good as the first one. Because I think they tread too much of what they did in the first movie, and I don't know about the third one neither. So, but I got it. I needed to get the third one because I didn't have the third one. So next we have one of my favourite movies as well, Flubber. Definitely good. Definitely a good movie. I never had this on DVD until now. Not long ago I got it. It was about last month. Yeah, I think it was like there. Last month I got this. So there's something. One of my favourite actors, Robin Williams. It's a shame how he went. And Flubber. And next we have a good comedy TV series here, which is like pranks and things on people. We have Sugar Happy TV, starring John Dolly, and this is what I think they should have done here is have his face like that there, and then in the middle they should have done him. He should have been posed in a different pose, just because it's in the middle. So you could have done like how Simpsons do their DVDs, where you got like here, and then on the back you got different. So you open it and show you. So we have like your season 1. Well, it's not really season 1. It's like your best of. So you got best of season, you got best of season 1, best of season 2, and you got your happy 3. Which is weird that that's not a best of, but as long as you got them on DVD, yeah. Somewhere I should have best of 1 and best of 2 separately, but I got this box anyway, so I may end up getting rid of the best of 1, best of 2, selling them, get some money from. Still put this back. There's the back of the cover. Page strings for no longer with us now. But that's definitely a good prank they pulled on him with all the hair projects and his Viagra and everything in the background, in the big boxes. And hello, I'm on the phone. If no one's seen this and they don't live in the UK or something, then and if you can somehow get it, because this is good. This is definitely, if you like the prank shows and things, you will like this. Now next we have some animated series of TV series. We have Futurama. We have a Blast with a billion bucks. If I said that probably. I can't say much about this one because it's been a while, but I have, if I remember rightly, seen the whole lot of this that links up. So there's like everyone that links up in there. So I think I have seen them all. Because I think I watched them on Sky One once, like very early in the morning, one time, and it was like the whole lot. Because this is what I think it is. This is the one that leads out where you see how Fry's dog died, even though they weirdly show you in the previous episode how he died. He was waiting, but they retcon it. And next I have Cleveland Show Season 1, spin-off of the Family Guy. I have got loaded seasons of Family Guy somewhere, which they're somewhere. This series didn't do as good. So I've only got a couple more seasons to get of this. That's season 1. There's season 2. It's not like I can say really because it didn't do as good as Family Guy. More Family Guy fan than I am the Cleveland Show. But Cleveland Show's good if you like Family Guy. I just noticed that. I may need to check it. See, look, it was. I mean, you can see it. It was folded. Right, I'm just gonna pause and re-jump cut. Back again. Right. Now I have South Park, which I got South Park, the 15th series and season 10 the 15th series. Really like South Park. I've only seen season 1, 2, and 3 and the movie because I've got season 1, 2, and 3 on DVD, but they're somewhere else. There's the other season. I can't say much about these seasons because I have not actually got that far. Here we have 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. I can't say much about these movies either because I haven't seen them, but from what I heard, they're quite funny. And one of them has that meme in it, don't it? My name is Jeff. Is that one? I can't remember, but because I always hear that. My name is Jeff. Right, now we have Dictator, which Sacha Baron Cohen movie, which I really big fan of him because of Ali G and stuff. But I did watch it on TV once. I recorded it on Skybox, but I was an idiot, and because there was a commercial break in between. No, it was news in between. I only recorded the first half, so when it went to the news, it didn't have the second half because I forgot. You're supposed to record both bits. But I got on DVD now. I was looking to get on DVD anyway. Pound, get it. Now we have a sequel to a movie which I didn't like the first one, so I don't know if I'm gonna like the second one neither. Surprised actually because I'm a Spider-Man fan, but just didn't like the first one. There you go. There's Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. If that's anything like the first one, then Spider-Man fancy. Oh, see, and here we have a box set of Behind Enemy Lines, and Behind Enemy Lines 2. I didn't know they made a second one, because I always thought the second one was Columbia went with Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson, but they turns out there's a sequel. So I got box set of Behind Enemy Lines 2, Behind Enemy Lines 2, and Behind Enemy Lines. So I have got Behind Enemy Lines somewhere else, and eventually I will put that in my pile for selling, which I will take to the shop and sell. Not sell through anything else, just go to the shop. Just to let people know, just in case they're wondering. There you go, that's that. Alright, now we have Russell Howard's Good News. Russell Howard's Good News. We have this is TV series. Russell Howard's Good News. I don't know exactly what this DVD is, but I know it's something to do with the TV series, and I've seen most of the TV series. Still best to get because Russell Howard's one of my favourite comedians. Originally on BBC Three, but then it was on BBC Two or something, and it didn't do as good, and then he left that channel, and now he's on Sky One with what's it called? It's Russell Howard something, but I can't. It's something on Sky One in it, and I don't necessarily watch it on that channel, but I do watch the clips on YouTube, which best place for it really is YouTube, because you get more people watching it. Russell Howard's Good News. And then we have these lot of DVDs here. So we have Johnny Depp. This one. Johnny Depp one. I don't know if you can see that. So it's a silly red. It's Cry Baby or something. Sorry for the noise out there. It's just people being stupid. So Cry Baby. There you go. Cry Baby here. Where it's basically where he is a singer, and he does a bit of Elvis. Just a bit of Elvis with a bit of Shaking Stevens in him. So there's that. Oh, here we have another movie that I really like watching, which is Spaceballs. Very, very funny one, because it's got Rick Moranis in, and I really like Rick Moranis because he was in Ghostbusters and the Honey I Shrunk the Kids movies. His role in Ghostbusters wasn't much, but he did a lot more in the Honey I movies. So there's the Spaceballs. Parody of Star Wars, for those who don't know, which a lot of people should know already by now. We have another Eddie Murphy movie. In my previous video, if you've seen, I've shown you Eddie Murphy movies. This is Day Camp. Day Day Care, because Day Camp is a sequel with Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s sequel to this is okay. This tries to do too much of like the first one, because do you ever find that with movies, if it's got a certain actor in it, and they always do sequels, and the sequel never does as good. So here we go, Day Camp. This is The Flash. Like I said about the sequel has that, in this one, the scene with that kid's in the loo, and then Eddie Murphy goes in, and Eddie Murphy pulls that face and looks around, because all the, the mess on the walls and things. And then they try to do that in the sequel, but the sequel doesn't really capture the same as that. So next we have the recent Fantastic Four movie. I do have the Fantastic Four not the original, but the other one, the one before this, and the Silver Surfer one. This was £1. It's that bad. They put it at £1. I thought, I get it, because I like superhero movies and I like superhero stuff, so Marvel and DC. So there you go, it's like something. Here we have Adam Sandler movie, which is Grown Ups 2. Not a lot of people like Adam Sandler movies, but I've got like nearly all of these movies. I've just got a few to get, and then I've got more. And now Grown Ups 2. Now we have another one of my favourites, Ace Ventura. This is Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. This is the sequel, I think. Yeah, a sequel. I think that's a sequel, isn't it? One with the bat, because the first one is the mystery with the whale or something. And then we have another TV series that I really like as a kid, and I want to start collecting all of the seasons, because I don't think I've seen all the episodes of this. This is Sabrina the Teenage Witch. You may think it's for girls, but I kind of watched it as a kid, so I pick it up and watch it. Very good. Sabrina. This is the season 1. I think This is season 1. How they put the discs in? They put them in wrong. The disc was. I just noticed the discs were in wrong, so there may be a jump cut. Sorry about that jump cut. I was just had to sort out the Sabrina the Teenage Witch discs because they were in wrong. Fun fact about that is people don't know she actually started off as another character. I mean Sabrina. She actually started off as a character in the Archie comic books, and she has her own cartoon originally, the Archie cartoon, and then there's also the other cartoon I did, and there's a movie which I haven't got, and they are planning to. What I've heard, they are planning to bring her back, but not Melissa Joan Hart. They are planning to bring her back because of the Riverdale, which I never watched, but there's Riverdale and they're planning to do her in Riverdale or something, because Archie is Riverdale, and I'll say to see how it works, but can't do it without Melissa Joan Hart. Right, now we have a load of DVDs that I got down here. I'm amazed to get this box. I usually have a load of DVDs here that I'm held around, right? We have whole complete Black Books, which is season 1, 2, and 3 of Black Books. I've only seen a few episodes of Black Books. Black Books is also made by the same person who made Father Ted, which is Father Ted's one of my favourite shows. So if Father Ted is as good, if it's as good as Father Ted, then yeah, because I've already seen a few of this, and this has got Bill Bailey, and Bill Bailey is one of my favourite comedians. We have Lethal Weapon. No, sorry. Yeah, no. I mean loaded. We have Loaded Weapon 1. See, Loaded Weapon 1. Naming it Loaded Weapon 1, did they already know they were going to make a ton of sequels? Or like 2 of them. I don't know how many there is of these, but they must be wishful thinking calling it Loaded Weapon 1. So I move that other way. We have The Warriors. Never seen The Warriors. There's also a video game on The Warriors in there by Rockstar, which I never played that one. One of those Rockstar games I haven't played. Which maybe if I end up watching this movie, which I will watch it anyway, I will most likely pick up the game. Now we have Robert De Niro in this movie here. Can't really say much about it, I haven't seen it. But I do like Robert De Niro, so there you go, I got it. Kong, the Skull Island, yes, Skull Island, the Kong one. Can't really say a lot about Skull Island and Kong because I haven't seen it yet. It's got a few of my favourites in, a few of my favourite actors in, so, well, not my favourites, but people that I generally like watching in movies, if you know what I mean. Like that bloke there with him, because he's in the Will Ferrell movie, isn't he? He's in Step Brothers. So, whoops. So here we have Supergirl TV series. I haven't got around to watching the TV series Supergirl yet because I'm still watching Breaking Bad at the moment, and also before that I was watching Smallville, but my Smallville had to be cleaned because I got to, I can't remember what season it is, but I got to the episode where Lex is stuck in the he's stuck in the plane in his house, isn't he? Mansion and yeah, I got there and it skipped and jumped to the next part, and it spoiled the episode for me, didn't it? So I might have season 3 of Supergirl. If not, I need to get it. So, and there's Cobra. First London v Cobra. As I said in one of my previous videos, probably the last part, that Beverly Hills Cop. This is actually taken from the original script of Beverly Hills. Well, Sylvester Stallone's version of Beverly Hills Cop. So they took elements from that movie and turned it into this movie. Since Stallone decided to back out of Beverly Hills Cop. Then next one we have Speed, Die Hard on a Bus. this definitely should be a good movie because it's basically, as I said, Die Hard on the bus. Next we have another Nicolas Cage movie. My previous video has a Nicolas Cage movie in it. Now we got another Nicolas Cage. We got a Lord of War. Lord of War? Yeah, Lord of War. Can't say much about Lord of War. We have Love Actually, romantic comedy, starring a few different people that I like Rowan Atkinson, Bill Nye, yeah, and Alaric Novas. From what I've heard, this is a good movie. This is why I picked it up because it's got people liking it. And there you go. You go. If you like some actors, you pick up movies, won't you, and try them out to see if you like that movie because you like someone in it. And next we have season 2 of Ash vs Evil Dead. I'm really annoyed that they cancelled this. So season 3 will be it. Which season 3 is out yet, as far as I know. But I've seen season 1, enjoyed season 1. Really, I also really love the Evil Dead franchise as a whole. So what I reckon they should do is after season 3 is work out where season 3 ends. Don't spoil it because I haven't seen that yet. So work out where season 3 ends, and then go ahead and just do a movie and end the franchise there on a movie. Because if you're not going to get a TV series done, you might as well do it. But then again, Ash did say, well, I mean, Bruce Campbell did say you're tired, Ash, but they should really just bring Ash out for one last go and do a movie. Right. So my next DVD I have is Vince Vaughn and Kevin James in the Dream. Oh, that one. This movie here. I definitely would say I do like Kevin James and Vince Vaughn. Not a lot of people do, but I end up doing so. That's my opinion. We have the original the Lorax movie. I think I've got. No, I don't have the second one. I was thinking if I did or not, but I don't. And then I'm the second one, I mean the remake, and then there's the original movie. Sorry about that. I'm just thinking of something. Right. We have Bill Bailey. This is Bill Bailey. There's that Bill Bailey one. One of my favourite comedians. Because like I said earlier, he appears in the Black Books. Got some more Bill Bailey as well somewhere. Zoolander Volume 2. I've heard it's not as good as the second one. As the first one, I mean. First one is one of my favourite movies because Ben Stiller is another one of my favourite actors, and so is Owen Wilson. And Will Ferrell as well. Just gonna jump cut in a bit. Next in this box I have that would be movie I got another Nicolas Cage movie. This one's like I think it's like based around 9/11 or something. Yeah. September the 11th. So it's based on 9/11. But I wouldn't really know what to say about the movie because I just haven't seen it. But it's a lot of movies I got that I can't really tell you what I think of them. I just haven't seen them. But once I get to the later lot of DVDs, then I will be able to because they're the DVDs that I've watched. Scooby-Doo movie here. We have Winter Wonder Dog. There is one that I got somewhere that's similar to this, but this may be like an older classic because if you look at the art style of the where the Scooby-Doo's drawn. What I forgot to say about the other Scooby-Doos is I think that some of the voices of Shaggy are a bit off sometimes with Shaggy's voice, but when it comes to his name one's gone blank. Casey Kasem, that's it. When it comes to Casey Kasem, he's always going to be the best Shaggy, isn't he? But as we know, he's no longer around, so Matthew, the bloke who played him in the Scooby-Doo movie, takes over, and I think Matthew does a good job as well because I think that the best twos are always the best one's Casey Kasem, and Matthew is the second best. We have Jack Osborne, American Junkie. This is the first American Junkie, which has 2 discs. This could have been a bit longer. They should have done some more episodes, more of him training and leading up to when he climbs that mountain. Well, I think the second season or something has I think the second season or whatever it is has David. I'll think of it in a bit. The singer, the rapper, Craig David in. Thanks for watching part 3. I was going to do more in this box, but I just realised there's a whole lot of box here, and there's a whole box behind me, so I'm going to have to probably do a part 4 now. See you in part 4.